else. But enough about that. Here's Danganronpa. Okay, it's been about a week. Almost. No, it's been like 3 days. Not a week. Not even close. Almost played Hi-Fi Rush, lol. Haha, JK, unless... Why would I play that when I just bought the new Neptunia game? I guarantee you Hi-Fi Rush is going to be more fun than the Neptunia game. That's just my opinion, though. I guarantee myself, to me, that I would find Hi-Fi Rush more fun than Neptunia. Alright. Luckily, it saved right at the spot. Even though there was no option to quit during the pre-trial prep, it saved at the pre-trial prep. So that's cool. Oh yeah, and we're right here. I wonder, did it save my skills? No, it didn't. The last time I was here, I unlocked some new skills, and I equipped them. And Danny was telling me it's a waste of time, but clearly it's not, because I am bad. Not for me, though. Well, maybe. I don't know. You like rhythm games. You'd find any game more fun than Neptunia, except maybe Cookin' Mama. That's not true. Neptunia's the same style as, like... They have a Neptunia game that's the exact same as a co-op version of the Dynasty Warriors games. I would probably like that, even though I know nothing about the actual Neptunia lore. You don't really need to just to enjoy slashing and hacking. Yeah, so here's all the stuff we found about the death of someone that's really cool, Sakura, the spy. But you know what? I don't remember any of it, so now's a perfect time to start the class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
During the music section, I went up and poured myself some water, not even remembering that it's a class trial.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
You own the one that we're talking about, and we played it a little. I don't even remember playing it.
Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Hina thinks it's one of those three because they weren't around and they weren't friends with Sakura. She's also vibrating wildly. Toko wants to... No. Genocide Jill wants to stuff her face in Hina's fun bags. Toko doesn't like Hina because of fun bags. Sakura's dead. Who else is there? Kyoko is a detective, main character. Hiro is an absolute genius who gets away with everything. I really got to start emulating his style of just, acting aloof and not caring, because it works. Nobody suspects him for anything, even though he's killed like 6 people so far. You're kind of quiet. The game seems loud. I did not change any audio settings, but sure, I'll go and change this back down to 2.3.
Whoa! Deja vu!
Does it sound better? Well, no, it doesn't really. Here, I got something for you. How about now? That should be better, right?
The one who killed Sakura
Doubt it.
is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
You can't say we already know who did it. It's one of these 3 people, because that's not the same thing.
Idiot.
Exactly.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
She sounds like a child. Actually. Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer, which only points to, whoever smelt it, dealt it. It's decent, good enough. All right. She must have some reason for believing that. I don't know what... I didn't change any audio settings. Oh, we're truth bulleting already? What did Hina say? Oh, shoot.
It was one of you.
I don't remember what her account was.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Am I... Am I about to truth bullet her own argument
Because you
with
all
her
had a motive.
own account?
You hated her.
Is that it?
Didn't hate
That
her.
doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Not the only reason.
Low. That's about as low as
Now
you
I see.
can get.
I'm not doing it against Hina.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
That's not the
Is
only
that
reason.
That doesn't...
That's the only...
It's because everyone thought she
accusing
was a
us?
spy.
No, that's wrong.
Or, well, she got outed as a spy. She actually was a spy.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Oh, right, that whole thing. I completely
Yeah,
forgot that was a
And
reason,
that was
too.
right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Does that mean one of them did it? No. Oh, here we go again. That's not a reason to not suspect anybody else, though. Pocket trash? Oh, that's... Okay, yeah, that's from Hero. I remember
The
that.
fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way
Did
that's
Hina's
not
voice
suspicious.
get higher pitched? That's
One
what I
of you is
thought.
absolutely guilty.
Or maybe we just don't hear it
I
enough.
don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
That's true.
I didn't either.
That's true. Here
Yeah,
comes Hero.
same here. I never saw her.
Yeah, okay.
Come on. There's no way none of you went.
At least one of you is lying.
Oh, that's what you meant by high pitch. I get it.
The fact that Sakura, there's no way that one of you is
I don't deny that I never went.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I love the voices actually get
No,
higher
that's
pitched
wrong.
and lower pitched during the time skips. That's so funny.
Hiro.
Actually, Hero.
When we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
Why is he saying remember? Like Hero's gonna out himself like, yeah, I actually do remember that, Makoto. You're right.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
There
no,
it is.
It's...
I stole it from your
Ever
room.
since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
Poor Hero. He's gotta give away all his secrets just because he wants some
From
candy.
Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Okay, calm down.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When?
Oh, well, never
When
mind.
did she give it to you?
The last time you
Forever
saw
ago, he
Sakura
said.
was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
He's so nervous. But what Hiro said can't be right because Sakura only had gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The only reason I knew that is because when Sakura got that candy, what that implies that Sakura didn't get any candy from Hina before that, though. Not Makoto giving Hiro an out. But he didn't. He got him caught up in a further lie. Hiro got the candy from Hina. That's not what he said. Sakura loved the candy too much to share. She didn't have the candy. She's never had it before. But
I got it!
that
I'm
argument
not
doesn't
sure
make
about
perfect
that,
sense.
Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was,
Truth bullet.
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Oh, okay.
Why the
Hiro,
sudden hostility?
relax.
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Oh god.
Proof? What are you talking about?
Hiro's like in full defense mode. He doesn't care at all what he's saying.
I'm talking about her shining message!
What? Everyone's got truth bullets. What would a shining message
At the
even
scene
be?
of the crime,
Oh.
she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Oh, so Hiro saw that too? Or is Kyoko just like in cahoots with everybody?
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro's trying to do the Makoto thing.
Hiro, hold on.
Oh, here comes Kyoko to
When
the
did you see
rescue.
that dying message of hers?
Huh?
Huh?
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall,
she's dead, you can
Hina
call
was
her her
very
actual
adamant
name.
about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
Yeah,
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
got him. Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was on the magazine shelf. Where? What the?
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
Where else would it be?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it.
I'm not Kyoko's special little helper. Sad
I
face.
found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
Everyone is Kyoko's special little helper. This is all just training montage for her. This is her bar exam.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense?
No, it doesn't.
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Hiro. Wait. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case they clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. More bullets. Wait, she
I
already
can
just
tell
said.
you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
But
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
But it was only after the investigation? You said they found the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying
What?
message.
Wait a minute. Where was the magazine?
When
It's only
Ogre's
on the
body
shelf.
was discovered.
And I can tell you when I
Is this one
found
of
the
those
dying
grab
message.
the last one and go
It
back
was
to the
only
first one?
after the investigation had begun.
Like grab
I
this
found
one?
the magazine tucked
the
away
magazine
on
shelf?
the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
Is this
What
what
I
it's
said
going to
makes
be? Because it
total
doesn't make
sense.
perfect sense in my mind. Like the logic isn't following, but I'm pretty sure this is what it is. Considering it says where was the magazine.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Ah, who put that there? Nope, that's wrong. Wow, I actually had no faith in you. What? They say something weird? Oh. No?
I can tell you exactly
That's
when I
the
found
answer.
the dying message. When
But I had
Ogre's
it.
body was discovered.
Is that not the answer?
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the
So
investigation
it must be
had begun.
grab the
I
investigation.
found the magazine tucked
Not
away
magazine
on the
shelf.
magazine shelf.
You wasted your absorbed bullet. So no.
When I pulled it out,
Oh no!
I saw her
I just
final
read
words.
that too late.
What's your problem? What I
Shoot.
said makes total sense.
I see. I get it. I only had that one shot.
I can tell
get
you
it.
exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after I found the
Way on the
magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay. Just,
I
you know,
can
wait
tell
for the
you
pinks to show
Exactly
up.
when I found the when Ogre's body was
And I can tell you when it was
Oh,
only
wait, it was
after
right.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your
Oh,
problem?
we're gonna
What I
listen
said
to this
makes
for the
total
next 9
sense.
minutes, don't worry. What he said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre.
I'll shoot discovered so it doesn't get blocked.
No,
There you
it's
go.
wrong.
Got it. The ones where you have to
When
grab the
Sakura's
bullet from
body
someone
was
else
found,
is the most
that
annoying.
magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
1 second, sorry. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Using your brain on No Think Tuesday, very annoying. The logic doesn't make perfect sense to me, though. Because it's like, he says when they found it at the investigation, or when her body was discovered. But like, you know, oh, him saying you weren't at the murder scene. But that's got nothing to do with the fact that she found it at the magazine shelf. Like, the magazine shelf has nothing to do with the fact that he wasn't at the murder scene. It was the fact that he wasn't there. So it should have been like a different bullet that said where Hiro was at the start of the investigation. Hina wouldn't let him stay in the room. Yeah, but the bullet itself was magazine shelf. That's why the logic doesn't add up.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because if you could have written it, my guy.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and
What?
we know who the killer is.
What?
Toko!
What? We're just gonna gloss over that.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Thank you, Hina.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Her hands didn't have any blood.
100%! Without a doubt, she wrote it! And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
You're not the most, like, trustworthy. I mean, you're kind of stupid. That doesn't mean you're always truthful, though. Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message because of her hand. Oh, what am I doing? What? We're doing this again?
Show me the proof.
Oh, no.
I'm at least 30%
I don't know the
right.
buttons.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
What's the reload button?
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
What the?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Don't you believe in the occult? Aren't you the...
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Aren't you the clairvoyant?
I'm completely unconvinced that
More and more
Sakura
sussy
wrote
and...
that
Okay,
dying
thank you,
message.
Kinsey.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger.
You target multiple before shooting, so you don't have to do it one at a time. Doesn't believe in the occult because what he does is real. Oh.
Both of her hands were completely free of blood.
I still considered like him looking into his crystal ball, which he used to have, part of the occult. But he considers it separate.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro
Oh.
could very well have written it himself.
Or whoever the killer was, Kyoko. Don't just throw out
That would
names.
explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Hiro?
He admits it.
Hiro?
I figured as much.
But why would you
Hiro?
write something like that?
Hiro?
Because I killed her!
What? This was all this evidence. All of this evidence just gone?
Please.
No.
Just let me explain what happened.
I don't think this is true.
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
What?
And when I got
He's
there...
stressful. He's only 30% right. Yeah, this is the 60% here. Or 70%. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Oh wait, this is Sakura. Yeah, what she said. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence.
They couldn't voice act those 4 lines?
Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
5 lines? This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
Okay.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
No, I don't... Whatever.
So of course I freaked out, and then I
Oh!
saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
I'm not focusing on the fact that Hero did this. I'm focusing on the fact that it used the stupid jar noise. Again. It's like every game.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
But that didn't kill her.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together.
But he didn't...
I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
But that's not what killed her, though. So he's gonna admit to this, and we're all just going to figure out, no, actually, you're in the clear. You tried.
So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table, and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Easy?
It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
That was death. Boiled him alive?
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
Here comes Kyoko.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
The plot is so thick, it could be a McDonald's milkshake. Imagine not picking up her hand and writing the note with her own finger. Amateur. This is Hiro, though. Come on. He didn't even have an explanation for why he knew the note was there. He just was the first to shout out, yeah, Toko did it. I know she did it. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What would have led to do after writing the message? Doesn't make sense. Why the magazine was hidden? Why he didn't use Sakura's finger? Why he picked Toko? Wait a minute. 1 out of 3 heroes would have done that. Oh, is this what you mean? Or is that the 33%? Why hide the magazine? Wait, yeah. Wait a minute. He wouldn't have thought of it. Right? Wait, no. Is that the actual answer? Why he picked Toko is obvious, because she and Toko didn't like each other. Why the magazine was hidden could be fair. Why hide the magazine and make it difficult to find? Why he didn't use Sakura's fingers just because he didn't think of it? You know what? I'm picking this one. Oh. There you go. He didn't think about it. You wouldn't have thought of that even if you didn't panic. That's not the point I was trying to make. Oops. My big health is gone. Sorry, Kyoko. Did something with the message if he was trying to blame Toko. Oh, yeah, he hid the magazine.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
She was alive, and she hid it to try and avoid other people thinking it was actually Toko.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well,
I didn't do that.
I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
Toko?
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Keep up, Hina.
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
Oh, thank you, Byakuya.
In other words, at least
Oh, we don't
one
need in other words, we
person
know.
was in the rec room
We
both
know what you
before
meant.
and after the incident.
You don't need to further
I
explain
don't think
this
there's
dude.
any question about
Mansplain
that.
the character.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they
It must be
not
Toko.
have liked what was written on it.
Who wouldn't have liked it? Byakuya.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
They all found her dead body?
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Everybody's lying.
Why
Everybody
would I
went to
have-
the rec room.
Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right?
Ugh.
Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be
Bomb.
serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro.
Nope, not
Tell us
even the
what
killer
happened
knows
one
who
more
they are.
time.
Nobody knows who the killer is except for
If
Kyoko.
we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
And Makoto, load up your gun.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that. Oh, here it is. Load up your gun. There it is. The status of her body. Yeah. Or the examination
I
summary.
didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby,
Yep,
and I hit Ogre from behind before
Yep.
she could do anything.
that is true.
You hit her from behind. And you
Ayo.
only hit her once. Is that right?
But there's two.
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
That the gun loading
Isn't it
soundproof.
obvious?
Oh,
Hiro really is the killer.
you don't like my gun loading sound? I've played so many gun shooting games, I can mimic the sound perfectly. It goes ta-ting, ta-ting.
I didn't want to.
I don't know what
but
guns you're talking about.
I
Okay,
did
so
it.
is it the status of her body, or
I
is it her
grabbed a
examination
Monokuma bottle
summary
from the shelf nearby,
that says she was hit twice?
and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Someone
You
just
hit her
saying you're
from
awful.
behind. And you only hit her once.
It's probably
Is that
the
right?
examination summary.
Yeah, just once.
No,
Got it.
that's wrong.
I feel like that's also the same thing. Her examination summary would feed back into the
If
status of her
Sakura
body.
died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Two?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Thanks, Byakuya,
But
for
I
backing
only
up
hit her
Kyoko.
once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice.
Thank you.
What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
Not from the cuts, in fact. It's from all the wreckage.
She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
Kyoko's giving a lot
There's
of her
something
intelligence
very
away in this
suspicious
trial.
about those bottles.
I feel like she's going to be the next one to get murdered, specifically because she's the one that's figured all of these out. And now she has really no chance to hide it, since everyone else that would have talked for her is either Makoto, who is dumb as rocks, Byakuya, who is one of the suspects, and that's it. That's the end of the story. So she's kind of outing
Once you
herself
understand
and
that
making
point,
herself a target.
you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Yes?
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
Just the one.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
And we weighed them.
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
I took a picture.
That's easy.
Or the chess pieces.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Ah, they're all red. Come on, what they all have in common. The object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Well, yeah. Do I have to spell out chess pieces? Come on. Oh. Here we go. This is so funny. P-I-E-C-E-S. Piece. Where's S? Game? What? Oh, chess piece, not pieces. I'm stupid. L-O-L.
Now I understand.
And red equals dead, obviously.
That's it. The
Look, I got
chess
it.
pieces.
He even said pieces.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Thanks, Byakuya.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
Where's the, what piece is missing? Knight, bishop, the rook? The rook was there, right? King, knight, bishop. Oh, the queen?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
She's forgetting 2 extra pieces, but that's fine. We'll skip over those ones. Kyoko's obviously not into
What
anarchy
was
chess.
left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Now Toko is the sussy baka.
And
Please,
on the
Kyoko,
ground
woman,
was the
explain
knight.
it to me.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
That's okay, because, you know, not everyone knows the chess pieces, especially people like Hina and Toko. As opposed to Byakuya just being like, so that would mean
So we only
this
have
obvious
evidence
thing.
for 5
In other
bottles at the
words,
scene.
this obvious
Well,
thing
one
again.
apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do
There's
with
6
anything?
pieces in chess. There's 6 bottles.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
There you go. Good job, hero.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean.
I don't even like shogi, but mini shogi's fun.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That
Not exactly.
bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
It could have, but you know, the bottles didn't add up. There was more glass on the broken bottle than there was on a regular bottle.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it
And
clear?
hero. Well, Kyoko has to explain everything
Think
purely
about
for the
what
fact
state
that
the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
what state it's been in. Guys, we're in Japan. Do they have states in Japan? They don't. It's like provinces, isn't it? That Hiro's in the room, and because Makoto's in the room, that's true. Although Makoto just likes to insert himself just to feel smart. It was broken.
I got it! The bottle must
They have
have been
providences,
broken
yes. There you go. What state?
What makes you so sure?
It was in Michigan.
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
It was in Vegas.
That's right.
Wait, that's
we
not a
found
state.
evidence that shows
Nevada.
there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
The broken pieces weighed more. I remember. Kyoko and I figured it out before. Aha, wait. Where's our science experiment? There it is.
I got it!
I am so smart,
Earlier,
even though I don't remember half the
Kyoko and I
stuff.
did a little experiment.
It leads me to remember this, so that's useful. It's called precincts. I actually don't know the difference between the two. I don't either,
We
because I live in a
compared the
country
weight
with
of the
states.
broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
And therefore, I have
And
no
what we
geography
found
skills.
was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Bombed.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside.
I am so smart.
But when they did,
Chess peaks.
they must have left behind a few too many pieces.
They're saying pieces.
Which is
I
only
thought
natural.
it was pieces.
They
I
certainly
already
had
typed
no
the
way to measure
E.
the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
And make them think there was
Because
just
of
one.
what it would reveal about the case.
There's 2 killers. No doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's bowling of... What? Some bowling of... What? Huh? Who looks at this and actually thinks one of these? Toko and Ogre were having fun bowling using the Monokuma bottles as pins. But Toko threw her ball a little too hard and Well, Makoto, thank you very much for wasting all of our time.
Shoot.
Sorry. Oh my god.
I got it!
I love that.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
So we thought you cool. Oh, Danny, calling yourself out. Can't believe you didn't get thrown up by the bowlers. You think it was Chili, that one?
The second wound on Sakura's head came
It's
from
just
that
to read it.
second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
So that must have mean they knew that the first attack was a bottle smash to the back of the head. How would they have known that? Because she was hiding in the locker as it happened. That's why the locker has handprints on it, and that's why it was open.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
Toko saw what happened and also did it, just to make sure. And then
Wouldn't
hid
you
her
agree,
name.
Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Look at that.
Wait!
Kyoko,
I admit,
me,
maybe there was
same
a
person.
second attack,
Same wavelength.
but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Hiro just wants to get the target off his back.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Especially when it's, I didn't actually kill somebody. I'm not afraid to admit that. You're so nice, Hiro. Only 30% right. At least you were wrong about this time.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Hey, oh.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early.
What a cool
You
guy.
know, to stake it out or whatever.
Leave it to Sakura to not die from 2 bottles smashed to the skull. Yeah, she still had to get poisoned after that.
So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her.
So did she ask all 3 of these people in the hopes that one of them would kill her, and she just sat down and took it? Or did she poison herself and just didn't care after all
I
that?
saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Oh my god, I was actually right in
You
the locker.
just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Give him a break, Byakuya. You didn't share nothing during the trial that you were the leader of, so you don't have a say.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Leave him
So,
alone.
Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Everybody's got something to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Jesus. No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. A new element's been added to... Oh, no. Even more? You've probably been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought, but from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. You'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as pressing the non-stop debate. Simply press the Q key or use the mouse wheel. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. For educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Well then, good luck and have fun. Halfway through the game! There's like 6 people left! We're doing this again!
It's a lie. I admit nothing.
So these are
hate
called
you.
bullet time battles.
I curse you.
I don't know the difference between this and the arguments.
No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough!
Spin.
It's a lie!
Got her. Alright.
That's enough!
Where's the bullet? I want to Okay.
This should prove it.
It wasn't letting me use the mouse wheel, so I just had to press Q.
Did
Someone
you
poisoned
know
her protein
someone
bottles
left a
long before all this went
handprint on
down.
the inside of the
That's what I'm still
locker?
thinking. Handprint.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking.
There's also a handprint on the inside of the locker like that? That's kind of weird. That means they were in there and pressed their hands against the locker on the back of it, and then turned around and pressed their hands on the front of it.
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
That's fair. Even if this wasn't my handprint and I was Toko, I still wouldn't agree to put my hand on that handprint because people will believe anything. They'll see that I have the same size hand as that handprint, even if it's not mine. They'll be like, it matches up. It must be you.
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Oh, Byakuya's telling. Now you gotta listen, Toko.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Come on, you're so freaking simpy, Toko.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
The power. This man's got her on a leash.
Then you killed Sakura!
Hina.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
Dude's talking to his dog.
Probably did kill her.
Oh my god.
Straight up again.
What the?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
You know what? Anytime we have to talk to Toko, just say to Byakuya, say, hey Byakuya, tell Toko this.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on.
Byakuya's got me feeling some kind of
So
way.
I
Kinsey,
figured
stop.
I'd just
What the
sneak in
frick?
first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
See that, Kinsey, from
Well.
episode 1?
That's awkward.
When you were bad-mouthing Byakuya? Byakuya's
So
still
after you
worthy of
left,
being
I
bad-mouthed.
jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Like a fool.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Wait, but that would... Well, no, because that would mean she's also the killer. So I guess... she wasn't dead at the time. Right? She wasn't dead at the time, so it couldn't have been Hiro and Toko seeing her dead body, and then whoever the third person walks in, Byakuya probably, seeing the third dead body. Being the third person to see the dead body, because then that would have triggered the announcement. So that would mean she still wasn't dead by the time that Byakuya walked in and did something weird with all the powder.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
Oh, he still sucks.
After I put the
Maybe
magazine
I can
back,
fix
I
it.
heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around,
A monster.
there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
She's fine, though. A little hurt.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Who? You mean Oh.
Guess who's back?
No,
It
please.
was your fault after all.
We were done.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Yuck.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Oh.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see.
3 people total have to see the body. They don't need to be in the room at the same time. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got
One
so
person.
startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which which I guess was a bottle.
What? You also hit her with a bottle? Again? If one person found the body and ran away and told 2 other people to go check it, the announcement would go off. Yeah.
Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
So it was Jill?
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
Wait. So Toko's saying she didn't hit the... What? I must not have been paying attention. Did Toko say she didn't hit her with a bottle? All she did was get up and move the magazine? Joey, Danny wasn't explaining that to you. He was explaining it to me. Yeah, I was just reading what he said out loud. I was agreeing. I was trying to confirm what he said. Toko moved the magazine, then passed out. So she didn't hit the bottle then. Okay. I thought Toko said she got out, hit her with the bottle, and then moved the magazine. But I guess it was just Jill that hit her with the bottle.
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
That's why Byakuya hates this.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
That's fair, Byakuya.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
You still hurt her? So that's good? He keeps talking like that, and Hina's
Well
gonna...
then, that's that. Let's
What?
start the vote.
Let's not. Oh, for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that
What's
one.
wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
Hina did it. Hina did it. You know, every time someone's doing this, Celeste has done this. Leon didn't do this, but you know, Byakuya did this, but he didn't cause it. He was just kind of playing around and trying to get us all killed. But anyway, Celeste did this, now Hina's doing it.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's
Truth
attack,
bullet?
and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Nope, they're gonna set up this incredibly elaborate, random, you know, what's that word for something that's like hard to figure out? Like old video games are cryptic. They're just gonna be really cryptic with their words and expect Makoto be like, right, Makoto? And Makoto's gonna be like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but luckily I'm the only person that has a drop-down menu of 3 different options, so it must be the bowling alley.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
You gaggling.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Luckily, he's the ultimate lucky. Yeah. It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Huh? Oh boy. These 3 again.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me.
She wasn't dead yet, so the status of her body...
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
But that's not where she died. So that's what the status meant. It's like where she is, where she died.
I was just... And all of a sudden, I remember waking up.
You were taking my shot, so you smashed her head.
You got it!
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the
No, that's wrong.
Oh my god, I love the voices.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Jesus Christ, why'd they wait for Makoto to do everything?
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
There was blood in front of the magazine. The evidence that proves the attack was in front of the magazine shelf. Oh, well, there you go.
I got it! Sakura
that.
was
All the
definitely
evidence
attacked
matters.
in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like
She's
I
way
did
too
it.
heavy.
Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
She can't even carry the weight of all the guilt she has from killing all those single dudes.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
The locked room? What lock? Oh, the
Until
actual
we
room
take
being
care
locked?
of that,
She did it herself.
We can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy.
Is it, Hina?
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
But she wasn't there. Okay, well.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
You're thinking this is some huge revelation, but it makes no logical sense.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Thank you, Makoto. No way was hiding in the locker because I saw it for myself. I was in the locker and no one else was there. I promise you.
I got it!
Or the part that she was poisoned, it's
Even
not that big a
before we
deal.
opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I
Figure
both
it
got a
out.
look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Makoto calling out Hina, saying, yeah, Hina and I looked inside and saw that the locker was open. So Hina herself saying, yeah, she was in the locker is absolute BS lie. What is she doing?
Okay then, where was she hiding?
He's still thinking she was hiding in there.
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Hiro correctly calling her Genocide Jill, but still referring to Sakura as Ogre hurts.
And
Well,
You
I
respect
can't
the
imagine
genocider
what else could have killed her.
more than just the person that wants to be a fighter.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's... What? The powder? The file? What did the file say? Did the file say that she died by poison?
Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Does powder have to do with anything?
There's no other possible cause.
Not true.
Killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
The file didn't say
So
that's
you're
what
dead
killed
set on
her.
blaming me, huh?
Oh, there you go.
What was it? If it wasn't from Jen, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of...
No, that's wrong.
It's like nobody reads the files. Nobody reads what happened in the file besides me and besides Makoto and
According
Kyoko.
to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
Well, if you get hit in the head, there's a good chance you're probably gonna vomit blood, right?
In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean... Maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Come on, Hina.
If that's all it was,
Please.
the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Don't give yourself away
But
like
if there
that.
wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
That's the question, Hiro. You're caught up. He did it, ladies and gentlemen. He's here. He is present. He is not behind. He's right at the starting line.
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
A nothing sentence from Byakuya.
Sakura was poisoned.
A correct sentence from Byakuya.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
And an incorrect sentence from Byakuya.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Don't get too excited. There's always a chance for him to turn it all around.
It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Tina has been listening to all these people give their explanations. The moment the poison's bringed up, she's like, "You can explain it, huh? What do you mean? I was perfect. I mean, whoever did it was perfect with their cover."
Everyone, quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Holding the gas the entire countdown.
Not in the rec
and
room?
not right at the end of
And I could have found it all along.
What a fool.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Got him.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's a
It's
poison.
not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
This one was in A.
In section A, dietary supplements. In B,
Oh, here it is.
reagents.
There it
and
is.
in C,
Yep.
a variety
You
of
got
lethal
it.
chemicals.
Kinsey was watching my earlier video of this, and when I said regents, she was like, "You're stupid. It's reagents." And I was like, I got a D in chemistry. I had no idea. Sorry.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It's on the same shelf as all the supplements. Yeah. Section cab.
I got it!
I never called you stupid. Oh,
Poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
it was the implication. Yeah, I didn't point it out last time. That's fine.
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Hero, keep up.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those
I
nutritional
wanted to call you
additives?
stupid, I promise. Well, thank you, Danny.
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Duh.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
What? What? I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
What he doing? He practicing? We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. So I guess this is absolute undeniable proof that they just show the camera recordings of what's going on. When they say like this, or when they reference in things and they show the pictures, they're like, they have a way to see the camera recordings. Well, Byakuya just said himself that A, the poison won't kill you unless you drink the entire bottle, and 2, nobody's following, but he's obviously not dead, so why would it matter if we see a video of him putting poison to himself like that? You also said Coupe de Grace earlier, and I didn't call you stupid, lol.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Chest peaks?
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
Relax.
You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison!
God.
We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a
Come on.
second?
No, nobody's paying attention. What are we all doing? We're all just sitting here, taking everything face value. Nobody remembers what the conversation's for like the past 20 seconds.
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was a recording of him drinking the bottle. Nope, that was just him drinking the bottle in the courtroom. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
It's vanilla flavored.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Where did it go? Well, the poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in the protein bottle. What the? We're doing this again? Protein drink? Okay. Oh, what's that R doing? Hey, relax! Oh, I can barely hit that. Okay. Drink. I'll wait. I'll wait. Hello? Got it.
Now I understand.
Look, I can spell. I know how to spell protein and drink, but not peace.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The contents of each container were switched.
Still wouldn't trust that bottle to be clean enough to eat the protein powder out of it. Yep,
So the
that's true.
protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can.
But again, that mild amount of poison, if you have to drink an entire bottle of the poison in order for it to be lethal, I mean, there's tons of things that we drink that if we drank an entire bottle of it in one sitting would still be lethal.
Once you accept that, it
Like,
becomes
aspirin.
obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
So like, mild amount of poison, even if it's there, a trace amount's not lethal. You'll just get sick. Said it wouldn't kill you unless you drink the entire bottle. He said it was kind of weak. Yeah.
All
yeah.
they had to do
We're on the
was
same
hand
page.
her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
A cup filled with water, a protein drink, a Monica. She drank the bottle. That's why the queen piece is missing. She downed that in one gulp.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took.
Wait, did
to
Hina
kill
do it
Sakura.
accidentally?
That is the true cause of death.
Wait, Sakura swapped it out and said, hey, Hina, can you go pour me a drink? Hina pours her a drink of protein. Sakura takes it, drinks it, says, I'm good. Thank you all for your time. So she didn't suicide. Hina was an unwilling, unknowing assistance. We figured it out. Wrap it up.
I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
Even the achiest of pains. Everybody hating you for your betrayal.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
What?
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Byakuya drank weak poisons as a kid to grow immunity. Sounds like something he would do. Yeah. Why sacrifice herself to let Hina win and hope people don't figure it out? Hina just did it. Like, by herself? Evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be evidence we found in front of the shelf. The footprints? Or is there, like, another thing? Yellow powder on her shoe? Is that what it is? He was like, the evidence must be what we found in front of the shelf, but, like, that's not enough evidence to show that who did it. The evidence would be this mixed with the footprints. Whatever. I'll do it. Footprints.
I got it!
I feel like that should be another
Footprints
double
left
one.
behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
Small
I visited
footprints.
the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
Why
What's
did we
more,
draw this?
The footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Why did we have to draw this out for it to mean anything? Small footprints, meaning it wasn't
The
Sakura.
culprit
She has
must
it on
have
her
gone
foot.
to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
That's why the door was locked. She didn't want anyone to come in and bother her while she, like, poisoned herself.
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Rip.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
Everyone's admitting. The theme of this trial is you think you did it, but you didn't.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep.
Yep.
I did it. I killed Sakura.
But this one might not actually be true. Or wait, I mean, this one might actually be true. The rest of them were not.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
Why
And
did
the
Hina
only
have to step
people
like
here
18
who wear
times?
sneakers are...
The only people wearing sneakers, who could it be? Why do I need to answer this?
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Asked if I was there. Are they yours? No? Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
I have not paid attention to the feet of all of these sprites. Are they really no one else is wearing any sneakers?
Plus, Hina's been acting
What else is
strange
everyone
ever
wearing?
since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Yep.
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... The two of them were so close.
Why is everyone interrupting? Hina's about to give her own explanation. Let her
That's
give it.
likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they
Loafers,
were
probably?
so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
No, let her give it.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Let her explain it, my guy.
Hina, is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do
I've seen
that?
this trial so many times, yet I never bothered to go look at their artwork for their shoes. Time to spend the next free time staring at feet. No, I refuse to become PJ.
I found her.
Got her.
There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
What, you did do it out of your own volition?
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
No.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
This dude, let her talk.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
She didn't notice any difference in taste between, you know, I'm pretty sure the poison and the protein doesn't taste the same. They don't make vanilla flavored poison. That's all I'm trying to say. You think she didn't know? Oh, she said the line. She said that famous line from that famous game. Danganronpa.
I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
What if she did it herself, knowing that Hina would do it? We're just getting further and further into the swappage of the swappage.
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
Okay. Byakuya clearly didn't have a mother. Let's hit you on the back of the head and see if you taste normally. Yeah. No tasting, only inhaling,
Just
only
like how
slurp.
this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
You're just making up words.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Until you let me explain.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
The locked door.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
I didn't.
That doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
It would help explain. It would.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Can you explain why the door was locked, Byakuya?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
It's the Rick and Morty episode. What's that, Isn't there literally something that we just watched? Oh, yeah, there is. Never mind. I'm not going to
Are you sure
explain what
about
it was. Because it gives away the entire premise of the story.
Even ignoring the fact
yeah.
that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
I have seen this exact thing very recently. In fact.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
And not clean it up afterwards, knowing that you made it.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just...
They're figuring it out.
nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You're nothing like Hiro. Your panic is too, calculated.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
I don't call you stupid, but you're not very convincing.
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
Why does Kyoko's, sprite, the top of her head, look like a butt? She looks like well, I guess more like an apple.
How come?
The movie we watched?
That
Yeah,
doesn't
Kinsey.
matter.
Yeah, same situation.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Byakuya,
There's
relax.
nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done
Okay,
it.
wait a minute. Now we're doing that thing that you just said.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Thank you, Kinsey.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
You're saying this shampoo is citrus flavored? It was citrus scented, not flavored.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
I dropped it like an idiot. Okay, go
So
on.
then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that,
But there were only footprints in front
I
of
took
Section
the
A.
protein can that had the
There
poison
would have been
in
footprints
it
that
and left
moved
the
from
room.
C to A.
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
The room? We asked about the room? You didn't answer about the room?
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
I'm surprised I didn't have to do a truth bullet about this. Makoto just figured it out on himself.
Meaning you
no
went
input.
from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
If that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Oh no! Come
What's wrong with you,
on!
Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear
Everyone's
it.
so
How long
angry
until
about
you're
it.
satisfied?
Bro, we're all upset at you, Makoto! Come on. How long until we figure it out? Until I uncover the full truth of this case? Ugh. Dude, even the characters are tired of shooting the gun. Footprints in the powder.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah. When I grabbed
Sorry,
the
I
bottle,
forgot I haven't watched this yet.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
Yep, this
Then
all
I
makes
took
sense.
the bottle with the poison in it
I have stopped listening, Hina.
and left the chem lab.
Kinsey likes
That's
Big
all
Mac.
there is to it.
Talking is meaningless.
Honestly,
You need a gun to
that's
prove your
enough.
point.
How much longer must we tolerate this?
At least 11 minutes and 15 seconds. I have to go to where she's talking about the moving from section C to A.
Okay, I moved from
I moved from
Section
No,
C.
that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to
Just
get the
went
protein.
over this. We just went over this before the bullet happened. You could have just done that. You didn't have to hear the story 5
But
times.
the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section
I
C
need
to
to hear it
Section
again
A.
2 times even.
That contradicts what you just said.
What?
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
Thanks, Hero. That's a good point.
No, that can't be it.
Okay.
Remember what Hina just said?
What? We have to hear it 3 times. Just nervous. So I didn't notice I'd left a footprint. She didn't even know she left footprints.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
How did Byakuya not even remember that?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
How did everyone not remember that? You almost said the F word.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
well, you see...
When you get caught in a lie, your whole world turns upside down. The world turned upside down.
What the?
Byakuya's so upset that she lied. You could never imagine it.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh my god, he doesn't know.
And the footprints
He's out of control.
aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
What?
Before I explain that part,
Oh my
I'd
God.
like to submit some new evidence.
Now Byakuya is the bystander. He's finally getting some entertainment. What a twist this trial
New
is.
evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Oh my god.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden
Why is he
inside the
freaking out so
bottle of
badly?
poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Wait a minute, Byakuya's acting really suspicious about what's going on.
Just
Why is he
say it
so angry?
already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
It's a handwritten note that says, I, Byakuya, committed the murder of Sakura. A piece
It
of
had
glass.
sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
How would you not hear the clinking? Whatever.
I couldn't have
Byakuya's a
solved
real
the mystery
Makoto,
without
right?
you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize?
Kyoko.
Well then,
Come on.
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
No, come on.
Huh? Me?
No. What?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
But I don't know. Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something this same shade of blue. The rec room window. The bottle of poison. Okay, well, it's a good thing it's not a spell it or pick it from the list of every piece of evidence, because I would not have figured that out. It's the only blue thing that's listed here. So that's good. Not only did she not tell him, she made Makoto say it. Just to ruin his ego.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Dude, she's loving this. She's playing this up perfectly.
The window?
The window.
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
And it has the bottle with the glass underneath it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
That means the window was broken previously and replaced.
How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
Not you getting upset that you actually have to
What's so
play the
strange about
game.
that?
I'm just upset that the characters are always like, here is an awesome piece of evidence. But instead of explaining it for myself, Makoto will do it for me. It's like I'm not even Kyoko. I'm everybody's, like, Watson. Everybody's. Nobody can explain evidence for themselves.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it? Where was it the bottle of poison should have been? Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? Oh, there you go. I don't know why I read that so weirdly. Got to throw Makoto a bone. It's a pity thing. Where was it the bottle of poison was? It was at section A?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right,
Oh,
Hina?
you really think that argument's persuasive? Well, not on Makoto's watch. Get him, Makoto. Show him what's what.
And yet, somehow
Take
a
him by
piece
the
of glass
shoulders
from
and
the
shove
rec
him in
room
front of you.
window made its way into the bottle.
You can't speak to me like that. Makoto, get over here. Explain to him why he can't speak to me that way.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Everything.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
Sick of Makoto.
It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back
Switch
to the
back.
shelf in the chem lab.
Go to Byakuyo's reaction, please.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
So that protein was a red herring?
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the
Byakuyo
bottle of
can't keep
poison
up.
may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because it was under the glass.
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right?
Moving too fast
That
for your
can
money, boy.
wasn't there when she died. How did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Okay.
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Yes, everything in a trial is a loaded question.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
We have cameras that we,
Not me.
whatever.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
Byakuyo having a meltdown over the fact that Kyoko just won't say that the bottle had glass underneath it. That she's deliberately leaving that out just to make it as vague as possible and keep him upset.
How can you know what I don't know?
Proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it's been open. Oh, and now Makoto's got to be the one to say it. Oh. Empty protein drink. It's probably the bullet.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
Because of the
So
glass.
you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Yes.
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It
Relax.
had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Where's the one that says there was glass underneath? When I broke the window, concentrate on that. But so is
When
it the
comes to
broken
that
window is
protein
one of the
can,
things?
There's
Wait,
doubt in my mind.
I've only got three bullets, right?
Until the locked room was unlocked.
Do I have to grab
was
when the
not
locked
in
room was
there.
unlocked?
So you're
'Cause that's
saying
when the
someone
window was broken?
planted it there after we got the
No. It had to have been in. It had
To be. It was in there before.
before the rec room was unlocked.
I'm guessing that's what I have to do? You're overthinking. Okay. So I just shoot
When it comes to that protein can,
when Byakuyo is talking
there's
about the
not a
empty
doubt
protein
in my
drink.
mind.
Until the it absolutely.
So you're someone planted. No. It had to have been in there.
It had to be in there before.
Yep,
No,
that's all it
it's
was.
You remember how
Imagine
there was
getting called
broken
out by
glass
Makoto.
scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those
What about
pieces
it?
weren't just scattered around the protein can.
He is frustrated.
We also found pieces
voice actor's
underneath
awesome.
the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation.
That makes sense.
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
He literally cannot stand not being
So
the
you
best.
asked everyone about it to eliminate that
You were right.
possibility right out of the gate.
All the voice acting in this game is amazing. I wouldn't say all of it, but a lot of it is really good.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Like during not the class trials, that voice acting is a little sus. But the class trials, they got good voice
As
acting.
long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched. And as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all
We
true,
all figured
then
it out, Hina.
Why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Dun dun.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Nobody commits suicide in Byakuya's world.
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Well, we already know that.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
Thank you, Hero. Wow.
What do you think, Makoto?
No, no, what? He just... Ugh. The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been... Well, could it have been herself? She was locked in the room by herself, right? Wait, is Hero not right? Was it not Hina? Oh, never mind.
Shoot!
Never mind. It's Sakura herself. I thought it was assisted. My bad. I'm still caught up on the assisted part.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
I liked all the Danpa voice acting. Only played with the Japanese voices for a few minutes just to hear what they sounded like. Wow.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Never said she was murdered.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary,
Kyoko is
we know
fixing
for a
him.
fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
Byakuya is just happy that somebody is smart.
You're
That's him.
lying! Stop lying!
Come on.
Why? Why would you lie like that?
Oh no, Kyoko's going through her own bullet time battle right now. I can hear the music. It's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. It's on her shoe. Now I have to hit Hina with it. The evidence, I mean. I have to make her accept it. Oh wait, no. No, come on. This was supposed to be her, not me.
You're a liar!
Oh.
What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it!
This would be a cool
Stop
trial if I didn't
talking!
have to do this 3 times so far.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Oh, relax. Come on now.
You're a liar! What are you saying?
Speak more so I can
Wrong.
lower your health
You're
quicker.
wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar!
So if they accuse the wrong person,
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the
This should prove it.
her shoe. They all die, even the one that's accused incorrectly? Why would she
Hina,
want all of them to die?
Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder
Including
stuck
herself.
It did?
Yes.
to it? It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
You know, we could have just given this out in the first instance.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only
come
on
on.
our instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there
Instep?
where the powder was spilled.
You know what the word instep is? I don't know what that is. Is that a part of a shoe?
So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Gotta make it entertaining for the bear. And so Kyoko could knock Byakuya down a peg. That's why. It's been her goal from the start.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with
Why are
my
they not
thinking?
saying shoe?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
To get the poison?
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison.
Yes.
After all, that's all that section contained.
Oh.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
As much as you tried, the one that killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison, the mystery of the locker room. There's only one way to explain it. Wow, I actually do have to select someone that has been killed. Where is, wow. Ain't that just the way?
Here's
So
my
that's
answer.
why that feature's still in the game.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Let's make a comic about it.
What?
God, what? We already came to this conclusion.
The killer was Sakura?
I'm confused.
Wait, so you're
Why is
saying
it, what?
it was
We already
suicide?
We already came to this conclusion. We did this 10 minutes ago.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
No one listens to anybody.
I
That's
can't
why
believe it
Makoto's the
either.
only one talking.
Or
Kyoko
rather,
could say
I
this.
don't
Nobody
want to
listens.
believe
Nobody
it.
cares. Until Makoto says it.
But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it.
Remember what Byakuya said, there's no way anyone would sacrifice themselves for another person. He legit doesn't believe it.
All so she could end her own life.
But Kyoko said this, and no one was like, what? What? Huh? And then Makoto says the exact same thing, and everyone's like, what? The bear when you go to choose the
And
killer.
that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
That's because Monokuma forced her to. She wanted to create the locked room.
I got it! The locked
told you
room
Makoto's
mystery
more
was created
believable.
by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Rude.
You did it to
Why
throw
did-
off the
why would she-
investigation, didn't you?
Why would she want to not people think? Why would she? How am I trying to phrase this? Why would she? Okay, she's just going to explain it, so I'm just gonna let the tape roll. But
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
and I don't have any frames of animation to watch, so I didn't watch you bend down and pick it back up.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
You wanted nobody near the body. You wanted to go get them immediately. Even though all the other deaths, you're always like, I can't move. You left this one.
You
Your best
said
friend.
you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There,
And
you took the
it
powder
right
and
down.
poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can.
Well,
Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
I mean, not perfect sense. She still, like, kind of spun around for some reason.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
Planted it back down. Everyone's like, Sakura.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Hina's not the killer, but was just an accomplice in her friend's suicide. So I was right.
So,
But
Sakura committed suicide.
does that mean Hina gets punished for it? It doesn't, right?
In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death.
No, do you not understand what happened? I know what happened. I'm just trying to figure out why she was trying to hide the fact that it was a suicide.
That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle
The
of
fact that
poison,
she
vital
threw
pieces
things
of evidence.
off.
And yet,
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
She wasn't an accomplice. I didn't mean accomplice as in they planned it, but they didn't want people to know Sakura was weak, would be my
No.
assumption.
No! I killed her! I did it!
Come on, Hina.
It's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
Oh, now suddenly you don't want to call an investigation to end, huh? You don't want to put the trial to vote.
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
I still need to put together that comic book. Hold on. Let me cut up these papers.
You have to end this properly.
Here we go. Oh, clearly these aren't the killers because they're colored in. The notes. Where's the other note? Oh, this is her going into the locker, right? Oh, Byakuya gets the note, but he doesn't do anything about it. Act 2, she goes into the locker. While she's there, she comes in, gives him a piece of candy. He's like, time to smash. Which one is it? Is it that one? The bottle breaking? And then he's like, oh shoot, let me write down her name. Hero leaves. She's like, no. Let me get that out the way. Puts the magazine upside down. Dummy. Comic book time. Your scissors sound a lot like your gun. Listen, when you got dangerous tools, they all tend to click the same, okay? Toko passes out. Jill wakes up and she's like, give me some of that Kit Kat bar. Bloop. Smashes it, cleans it. Sakura's just like, bruh, the things I do for love. Decides to poison herself. Says goodbye. Everyone walks in, is like, what happened? Oh, and there you go. There's Hina. Not colored in for some reason. She sees the bottle, picks it up. See a bottle, pick it up. All day long, you'll confuse your friends. There you go.
The killer is you!
Yuki?
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Got the 2 Tokos and the locker token swapped around. Oh, do I? Because it worked.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
I like how Byakuya just shows up
But
for one
of
panel
them
and
headed out
doesn't
a
show up
bit
for the rest of
earlier
it.
than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Oh! Oh no! Oh no, it actually matters! Oh no! I thought it wouldn't show up if it didn't work. I actually have to go back and... I guess that's her leaving the locker? I thought that was her entering it. Oh. I remember asking you, Danny, does this show up if you get them wrong? And you were like, nah, it doesn't show up. They all have to be right for that to show up. So,
Here's exactly what happened. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. She got
You
there
just did the
one
same
step
thing.
ahead of everyone.
Did I? What? But that was the one that it took away. I grabbed the other one. I grabbed this one, brought it down, and put it back. Whatever.
The killer is
Jesus Christ.
you.
Ugh.
But when she got there
To be fair, it's the same image.
and she found it, she crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
There it is.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Hero looks like a Samurai Jack.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
It's literally offering you a piece of candy and saying, hey, thanks for showing up when I asked you. Let's not do anything and wait for the others to arrive. Instead of just being like, you're the only one here. Click, lock the door. And so Hiro's like, she's going to kill me, clearly. There's that stupid noise.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
That means he touched her blood. That's gross, dude.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
Zoom.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear,
Hey, I didn't get that
she
one wrong.
jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her
Why not
rush,
just
she
take the
made one
magazine
little
with you?
mistake.
And clean it out.
She put the magazine back upside down.
No one's gonna question why you have a magazine.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
How come she didn't faint when she saw the blood originally when Hiro hit her? She was bleeding the whole time. She didn't start bleeding when she woke up.
This
She also
caused
saw
her
her name
personality
written
to
in
switch
blood.
back
Whatever.
over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out.
2 for 2.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head.
I don't think she exploded with blood. I'm pretty sure she got hit and was slowly starting
Assuming
to bleed.
Sakura
Oh, so it
really
wasn't there
was
yet.
dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence.
There's like 3
She
people
gathered
that
up the
thought they
broken
murdered her.
Monokuma bottle shards and
Well,
the
Hina
clean chess piece.
Was trying to act like she thought she murdered her, but
And
the other
that
2 actually
explains how
thought they did.
Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Dun dun.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
Why did she... That doesn't explain why she gathered up those 3. Was she gathering those 3 people to be like, I want you here to witness and be to know what happened so nobody has to do an investigation on why I died?
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
To talk with them?
And there, she took her final breath.
So she just wanted to, like, be friends with them or, like, make amends or whatever? Get them not to be mad at her? And the fact that they reacted that way, the fact that they reacted that way and hit her in the head twice, she was just like, no, you know what? I'm good. These 2 people don't like me. I'm good. I'm done.
Later
Byakuya
on,
never even showed up,
the
so I guess
rest
these
of us
3 people don't like
discovered that
me.
her body was in there. We had
Crap.
to smash the door's window to get inside.
Haha.
But someone already knew
Who's
what had
laughing?
happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
As
And
in
that
breathing.
same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Ugh.
And while nobody was
That-
looking, replaced it with an empty protein can.
That top left image, I for some reason thought Byakuya was wearing antlers. It's about to be like, huh?
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves.
Exhaling, how many times must I tell you this? How many times have you
In an
told me that?
attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Who else? What is this?
was you, Hina.
Why does he look like Ash Ketchum after he just lost the Pokemon Battle Tournament?
That's the full truth of
pose
the
is so
case.
funny. Yeah. It's like, I can't believe it. Pikachu, how could you do this to Sakura? Thank you,
Sakura
Hina.
took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened?
Yeah.
But, Makoto, how did you...
Scissors, glue stick, and crayon.
How did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
You're telling me you could have made these comic books the past 3 times? Why are you making me do it?
Huh? Oh, well...
Was she crying
I
or...
mean-
I was crying.
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
What? I thought Makoto was just gonna say, it's pretty obvious, ain't it, given the evidence?
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
I guess when you're so dead bent on someone committed murder and not the person committed suicide is even an option.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
He's learning. We really showed you up, huh, Byakuya? I forgot there's points in this game. And a ranking.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
We did vote. Or I guess
Oh,
Makoto
yeah.
voted.
That's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me.
Energy?
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
Monokuma telling a bunch of high schoolers to grab their lever.
So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make
That's
the
it. That's all
right
I'm gonna say about
choice
that.
or the dreadfully wrng one?
Byakuya about to drink some poison himself.
What's it gonna be?
Solve
What's
this, you
it
idiots.
gonna be?
Get their stuffing ready. Is he just gonna wail on her dead body? Be like, even though you're dead, you still get punished. Dush, dush. Oh no, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
We're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. Rude? What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her, so that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
Jesus Christ.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
For serious?
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? She had over 2 billion despairs in her despair account. 2 billion! She don't get that just from her day job. She got that from all of your donations. Look at this. Oh. Such brutality has made me desperate, so instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. She knew. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right before Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
forgive
my
this.
closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Right after. She said right after, not right before. I'm not paying attention. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me to meet with them. Me? To meet with them? You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
Friends.
Sakura? She was friendly right to the end. Sakura committed suicide. Hina tried to commit murder-suicide. Mass murder-suicide. She clearly believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You smacked her in the head. You smacked her in the head again. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you. You wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
You have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you? You came? Wait right here, I'll help you out. She was there when she was alive?
Huh?
I'm
so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Did I ask you? Yeah, you gotta just hang on, I'll be right back. But she went and grabbed the poison? That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized I saw that someone had taken something from the protein shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, and by the time I got there, it was already too late. Oh, just to get her out of the room. I get it.
Please.
Sakura. Please open the door.
Why?
Why did she have to die? had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it, Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. Not hating. I wanted to free her of her regrets. Died hating all of us? No, she didn't. She died being hated. And didn't want to be. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
Sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you just say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say
Yes,
is...
indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
The heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note.
But Hina
Too
already...
bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Then you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Dude's a cheater. Dude's a cheater. He influenced. He directly influenced with the trial. He hid evidence.
Well now.
Hell, if you totally took my little scribbles at face value.
This is Daniel trying to say he made a joke. That was the real motive? Bear corrupted the investigation.
Didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy. I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial?
You tried.
The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around, grabbing each other's levers, stuffing. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. Ding! So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
Glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
Hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the will.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes,
I
indeed.
like the way this guy casually is talking about suicide.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem.
My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Oh, she's writing it in... Oh yeah, it's Japan. You to cheat a pumpkin eater.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control
Only
of
half
my
of it?
family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance
I
of a
couldn't
dojo.
let it be destroyed
clicked
under
it, my
my
bad.
watch. So even if it meant my own
The
life,
dojo's important to her.
I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan had changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, As I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
This is a long note.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind, and more than anything...
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
Dude, this makes it even freaking worse.
That's how I came to feel.
Dude, imagine being Hero right now. Genocide Jill doesn't care, but Hero. Dude's like, I thought she was about to kill me. And then her note was like, I couldn't have killed any of you because you're all my friends. I would never have done it, even what they were telling me. I was risking my most important thing in my life, my dojo, because I couldn't kill any of you. And Hero's just sitting there like, she was trying to kill me though. Hero's the next one dead, and Hina's gonna do it. So that's why Sakura was fighting
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret.
Is Hero even mentally there right now? He's probably still trying to piece the comic together.
So, if Sakura killed herself, how come Hina's the one that's not colored in the comic book? Explain that, Makoto!
I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
Still going. Must have had very tiny handwriting. This is all written on that one line right there. Man, ain't Japan just such a wonderful language? You can write so much using so little.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with me just accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me.
Why does Hina look so weird in this? What's wrong with her eyes? They're like so big.
Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
Big muscles, little letters. Dude, she's not just a... She's also like a one of those people that... Calligraphy artist. That's what she's like. She's able to write a lot on a very small piece of paper.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
Not exactly.
Oh, you're putting so much on yourself. I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do what I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
Calligraphy is an art, a martial art, and that's why she's so good at it. Yes! Yes, Danny, you got it.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
That's the mixed part in mixed The poison wasn't a backup plan. Don't know where I got that in my head, huh? What do you mean lied to you? Danny is the bear.
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
And Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite. In fact, she was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
What does Byakuya got to say about this?
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Only Sakura is strong enough to kill Sakura.
Finally,
It's still going!
Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
Is this the PS? Is this written on the back? Is this written on the note? The envelope it comes in?
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I've left to distinguish myself, and you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest of you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope you show yourself through actions and not words. Hopefully then
I never
they'll
saw
see.
you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
They were just friends. They were roommates that shared everything together.
No matter what.
Just friends.
Just survive.
And Sakura is straight. By a long shot.
But
That's why she interacted with all the male characters. I don't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway.
Kyoko, the real MVP, out here correcting people for thinking suicide is weak. Good job.
Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all.
But we didn't kill each other.
In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note, and plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Why does even Monokuma not know what's going on? 4D paper. She wrote it on the front and then the back, and if you flip it over, the other back. Oh, that's what you meant. Because she made us remember we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. That's all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
The heck else that supposed to go? But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
I thought it wasn't a game.
Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you?
If you find yourself siding with the bear that's trying to kill you, you might have to reprioritize where your allies are. This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. I think he's playing this up for the bear. I don't think he believes that. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game, which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I only have one thing to look forward to,
all clear now.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I'm still not going to your stupid Monday morning meetings. Get out of here. You all smell bad because nobody showers in the morning. I'm still gonna read by myself in the library. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. What the? Everyone?
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
We changed him. How boring. But nothing good can come out of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun
The
time.
heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish
The
you
moment
guys?
you've all been waiting for, punishment time.
Punishment time. What?
Sakura is technically the killer, right? She's dead? You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old student I want. Huh? That's not in the rules. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the bear times 1 rule?
Listen up.
I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame just to let it go to waste.
Yahoo!
I prepared a special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Who?
It's punishment time.
A special guest? Is it a extra person? Oh. Oh, okay, it's an AI. We forgot about you. What is...
Big.
What does this have to do with Sakura? What the... This one has a name? I need slow-mo, guys. This is way too fast. Look at him. He's really grabbing those levers. That is amazing, actually. That was impressive. Dude. He learned about him from him being plugged into the internet. That's obvious, but... What? How did he put it into a ball like that with the excavator? That's so impressive. It's like those people that can take the cherry stem and tie a knot with their tongue, except he can take a computer and turn it into a sphere with an excavator. It's not comparable in the slightest now that I'm saying it out loud.
You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. That was really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say the post-workout grilled chicken's where it's at. I'm all about that grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
What in the world? They even took the trouble to establish this IO so advanced it was practically human, and the characters were all like, they're our friend. And then you remember Bells is a sociopath that can't accept that. But, let's be honest. It's an AI. Well, that's how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can't handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. They said it themselves? That's okay. It's for the sake of everyone else. I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul. My disbelief gave way to raw anger. Let's be honest, it's a visual novel. Alter Ego is not less human than the rest of the cast of characters. That's true. They're all AI. The anger turned to fury. Black. Fury. Black and muddy and boiling over. Bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth like stuffing. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball?
Shut the hell up. That wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend and you killed him.
Is that what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, you got in my way. He was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start.
What?
What are you thinking?
Come on. There's been multiple times that we've said it in front of him and he has said nothing. It's pretty obvious. Big black furry. Thank you, Kinsey. Bee and bear are the same. No, that's not true. You knew and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Take the plunge.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of being able to unlock something so difficult. So, of course, I didn't care if you got access to that, but sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. For that, he was killed.
Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower.
Oh my god, that's not supposed to be funny, but the fact that he's like, every low can get lower. This bear's hilarious, dude. If he actually went to kill somebody random, I would have been upset because they didn't deserve it, but, it's just funny. His death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of us, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. 3 games from now. Okay.
Holy moly, you're super mad, like just unreasonably upset. Okay, time to bring things to a close. But before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
A postscript?
Yep.
There's still a bit more left of Sakura's note. You're kidding me. It's the 5th side of the note. Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dolce tones of yours truly. Is that French? Dolce? Dulcet? Sweet is dolce, but I've not seen it spelled with a T. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. A clue? It's a blue paw print. I found it inside the rec room. I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You just can't stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know.
You guys?
The whole point, stupid, is to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. At least Sakura's note. Look, I never let any of you greaseballs have me.
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser. Oh my god, it's so mean.
Delset, that's an actual, often ironic. Learn to pronounce adjective. Gee, thanks, Kinsey. Dulcet, sweet and soothing. Ironic, sweet and soothing. That's a very weird way to say that.
What's this?
What?
Ooh,
What is it now?
What?
there's one last line in the note.
And an extra. This is the 6th side of the paper now. And let me just say this to the mastermind. There's like, we're on PSSSS at this point.
I'm not going to just lay down and die. I'll be sitting in a chair. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what, and that's seriously it.
Oh wow, what a stubborn loser, huh?
She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you?
Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. You sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. What was that? All that about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Yeah, we all lost our memory. We're all been brainwashed. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over. I remember this.
What'd you do to my body?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me, what did you do to my body? Hey! This wasn't here before.
The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? What do you think the mastermind did? Find out next time. I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? What the? If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off, it would have blown up during all the deaths. The bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone. So now what do we do? What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah.
Let's get out of here. But must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag? Huh? What? We playing Halo? I love Halo.
No!
Wait a minute. Oh, she's doing that thing that she does again. All right. How many of these words do I have to say before I have to skip the word fun bags? I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are. Sleazeball?
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No.
That's rude. Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse, give and take. Me! Oh, no fun backs. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. That's just how it is for now. Good. Capturing flag, it's like a dating sim thing. Setting of romance flags to go down a certain character's romance path. Oh, that makes sense. Like programming flags. So Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy, but the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on, we all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. Ding, dong, bing, bong. I want to save, but I'm pressing the button and nothing's happening.
This is a school on tasks, okay?
Sweet dreams. So much for all of them teaming up. Took all but 2 minutes to go back to fighting. Hey, it's not Hina's fault that Byakuya's a sleazeball. It's not Byakuya's fault that he gets really into people that fight back at him. Because he's never had no all his life, so it's unique. And it's definitely Toko's fault that she just has this other person that she lets control her life and does everything for her. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it into sleep. Oh, hi, Jay. You did miss everything. It's over. I'm about to get off. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy health consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. I like that. That's a good description. No, she's about to kill me.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Don't kill me.
Huh? Kyoko?
Did I leave my door
I
unlocked?
said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wake up!
Wait, what?
Can you not read the word half, my dude? In a flesh, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up.
Oh, I see. Wait, my door!
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Always. You don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised.
Overreact? What time is it?
3 o'clock in the morning.
It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Find out next time. On Danganronpa 1. Good game. Did that actually save? Gotta double save, gotta make sure. Alright. Kyoko probably had some bad trauma as a kid. Oh, probably, huh? Alright. Time to capture her flag. Did I do that right? Alright. Thank you for watching. Fun game. I'm gonna get off. It's 1:16. That class trial took a long time. Even after, like, the first minute of Hiro saying he did it. Wow, it's wild that Hiro's gotten away with so many murders, to be honest. Since, like, the last one. Dude is a genius. He's a way better serial murderer than Genocide Jack is. That's crazy. But anyway, thank you all for watching Danganronpa.